to download and install Packet Tracer. So we are going to download and install Packet Tracer, which is Cisco's simulation software or tool, so that we can be able to practice our labs and use routers and switches and see how we can create networks on our computer. So let's do that right now. So first of all, you want to go to Google and you search for Packet Tracer download. That's what you type in, and once you search for it, you see an entry here from netacad.com, and it says courses and Packet Tracer. So you want to click on that, and once you've clicked on that, it would bring you to Cisco's Network Academy website. So if you have not opened an account, you need to register, and to do that, you can quickly and easily go to Introduction to Packet Tracer course, or you scroll down where you have Intro to Packet Tracer, and you can click Learn More so that you will be able to register. But we'll come to this one and click on the Introduction to Packet Tracer, and it will bring us here and say sign up today. So you select that in English, and it wants you to enroll for the course. So once you fill this and you enroll, automatically you become registered to the Network Academy website, and then you can now log in to download the Packet Tracer software. So since I'm already logged in, I'll just go directly here and say login, and I'm going to enter my details. So once I am logged in, I have access to the resources on the website. So I want to go down to resources, to the menu, and click go to resources, and you click on download Packet Tracer. And once we do that, you come down to where we have the download. So I'm going to go down to select Windows Desktop because that's what I'm using, and I'll click on the 64-bit download, and I will save that to my computer. So I'll give it time to download, and now the download has completed. So click on the file, and you read the license agreement and accept, and we'll leave the default file location and leave it the default name, and we'll create desktop shortcut and quick link, and we'll install, and now we can launch, finish, accept, allow access, and now you have to sign in. So I'm going to do that, but I'll click on this to keep me logged in. So I'll sign in with my details, and now we have the application fully loaded. So we have the top menus and we have the bottom menus, and let's start with the bottom. So in the bottom we can see what is currently selected is the network devices. And if you come here to the right, you'll see all the routers available, as you can see just at the bottom, routers. So this is network devices, and we have routers, and we click on the next one, which is the switches. See all the switches available. We have hubs and wireless devices, security devices. We have one emulation environment. So you can also choose other heading. We have end devices, and under end devices we have the basic end devices like PC, laptop, servers, and the rest. And the next one we see is components up here, and you come down, select. Then the next is the connecting cables or cabling, and you have connections. If you want to create a network, you need to select the whatever you'll be using. In my case, I want to select routers and switches, so I'll pick the routers, and when I come here by the right, I want to select a 2901 router, so I'll click it and I'll drag it and drop it here. So I have a 2901 router and I want a 2911 router. I'll do the same, and I would also want to add switches, so I'll come right here and click on switches, then I'll select the 2960 switch. I'll select two of them, and I also want to add two end devices, so I'm going to come here to end devices and I'll choose a PC here and maybe a laptop. I'll choose here. So I'm going to now connect this first router 01 to router 1. So let me just rename that. I'll double click on that and I'll just call it R1, and here too I'll call this R2, and I'll also change this to switch 1, SW1, and this one to SW2, and the same thing, I'll call this PC1, and this one I'll call this lab1. So now I need to connect, so I'll go to connections, that's this. Then I need to connect the router 1 to router 2, and if you are connecting similar devices, you'll use a crossover cable. So I'll click on it, then come to device R1, and I want to connect that to the gigabit Ethernet 00 here, and I'll drag it to R2, click on it and connect it to gigabit Ethernet 00, the same thing. So now there is a physical link, but there is no logical connection yet because you need to set IP addresses on the devices. So we also want to connect the router 1 to switch 1. I'll use a straight through cable. So you can either click on the straight through, you can see it down here, copper straight through here. So you can click on it, or you click on this to automatically choose connection type here. So click on that one and I'll pick R1, and it's going to give me a straight through cable, and I will come to S1. So it's connected it. So let's use the same straight through. We'll click on this one, and this time let's choose gigabit Ethernet 01, and we'll come here to gigabit Ethernet 01, and we also want to connect the switches to the PC. So we'll just do the same thing. We'll take automatic switch to PC, automatic switch to PC. So now we have a simple physical network with the end devices, the switch, and the router. So this is how to use Packet Tracer. You can as well decide to save or create a new file with the top menus up here. And there are many more things you can do, but we will explain that in future videos.